Okay, she's
joint custody.
time out. You're being very dishonest and slippery with me because I asked you. My mind is a steel trap, but I wanted the court reporter to read back because maybe my mind is failing, but I highly doubt that. You told me that your children were living with you and their father, and you said the other father he's not a part of anything. Now you're telling me, oh no, he doesn't live with me. It's on and off. You've been dishonest with me from the very beginning. You were dishonest when I asked you if you're going to be positive. You were dishonest about that. Then you were dishonest about Bloodworth. I don't even know if this is this person's real name or not.
Welcome to What Had Happened Was.
When we take a peek into actual court cases and give you commentary based on our unique perspective and experiences, and also give you informational tips and tricks to help you avoid a what had happened situation.
Before we get started, give us a thumbs up, a tasteful comment, subscribe to the channel to be notified of every video as they come out.
Fernando Trujillo.
Peer pressure.
Yes. So you say he's in impact court?
No, he is in federal
court.
custody. He's in custody in Karn City. And I went on the PACER webpage, and he is currently set for jury trial selection on October the 10th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Garcia. And,
All right.
matter
Ms.
may be
Ferguson.
resolved before that time.
Court is calling 2023 CR 42818, State of Texas versus Vanessa Faye Rubio. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Good morning. Frankie Sandoval on behalf of Ms. Rubio.
And are you Miss Rubio?
Yes.
On this case, there was an affidavit to surrender surety, and the court granted that on July 19th, it looks like. And now the bondsman has just filed a motion to reinstate the bond. Any objections from the state to reinstate the bond?
No, Judge.
Ms. Rubio, I have to ask you some questions if I'm going to reinstate this bond. The questions I ask you will not be about the underlying facts of the case, but I do need to ask you other questions. So could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. I'm going to need you to speak up so the court reporter can hear. State your name for the record.
Vanessa Faye Rubio.
All right. Ms. Rubio,
Ma'am.
have you had any mental health treatment before?
No.
Any diagnoses of mental health? Drug use? Oh, if I drug test you right now, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
So she always comes up, she asks everybody this question in every sentencing. Will you test negative? Well, how will you test if I test you for drugs? Because
Right
we'll
now,
test your drugs. And she said negative. Let's see. Because so far, everyone's batting zero on testing negative
Everybody
for drugs.
she asked the question to, because whether you realize it or not, once you walk into the courtroom, you have to answer to a judge for anything. If they want to have you tested for drugs, they can have you tested for drugs. It doesn't matter if you're there for a traffic violation. If that's what they want to do, they can have it done.
And they don't understand that. When you make that statement and it's not true, you now have perjured testimony. You perjured yourself in court, which means you lied in court under oath. That's what perjury is. You lied under oath.
Okay. All right, we'll do a drug test and then we'll come back. And the reason why I'm doing that, because the law has changed. If I'm going to be setting bonds, I need to make sure that there are conditions in place so that you won't reoffend. For example, if you have a drug issue and I know about it and I don't do anything about it, that comes back on me for not addressing that issue. So counsel, we'll do a UA today. And if there are no issues with the UA, then I won't add conditions of treatment.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. So before we do that, you're saying it's going to be negative. All right. Could you, Hank? They'll give you a UA today. And then Mr. Sandoval will take that up.
Thank you, Judge.
Hi. It's always great seeing you.
Nice to see you, Judge. Nowhere.
All right. What is happening with Vanessa Rubio? All right, thank you. Sure.
In the meantime, since this Rubio has taken the drug test, you've reached an agreement with the state to take care of all matters.
Okay.
That being said, it's going to be a silent offer
Okay.
with respect to deferred. So the bond issue that was before the court is still fresh.
All right, we'll take it up. And what were the results of the DNA test?
Your Honor, I think she's who she says she is. With respect to the drug test, I'll find out.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Her, drug test came back positive for methamphetamines and amphetamines.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And I know the court was talking about DNA earlier.
Okay, no problem. Yes. Okay, sure. All right.
Sure.
All right. Rubio, Vanessa Rubio. And Mr. Sandoval, thank you so much for your patience. Court is calling 2023 CR 4281A, State of Texas versus Vanessa Rubio. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ruben Herrera for the state.
Defense?
Your Honor, good morning. Frankie Sandoval on behalf of Ms. Rubio.
Are you Ms. Rubio? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your?
So when she walked in, they cuffed her?
Yes, she came in and they cuffed her.
So she got the click right away. The
Yeah.
special bracelets.
Well, she actually sat down for a minute, but then they called up, they put her in cuffs. Because apparently there was a bench warrant for her. That's what they're discussing now with the surety bond. They canceled the bond, and you were saying there's a warrant for this case on this case. So that's why she came in her bag. Now she's in handcuffs.
Yeah, she got a different set of jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you come to court and they call you up and throw you in handcuffs, that's why. You came in, you didn't know you had a bench warrant. You found out when you got to court you had a bench warrant because you end up in cuffs. That's the first thing they do, to take into custody immediately.
Your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Rubio, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, I did.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Counsel, it appears that the state is proceeding on the indictment as presented. Is that correct?
It's my understanding, Judge.
State, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Rubio, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft of a firearm? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Well, the charge today she's under is theft of a firearm. So she stole a gun.
Just now.
Just now. That's what she's being
After the
charged with
bench
now.
warrant, she just had
That's
something else.
no, the bench warrant is
Was
on
something
this.
else?
No, the bench warrant's on the theft of the firearm today.
So she stole a gun.
She stole a gun. There's other charges pending, as you heard. Something had to do with narcotics and distribution. But right now, this charge today is only about the firearm.
Oh, so she had a bunch of stuff going
She's
on.
all over the place. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
So she gave a plea. So what's the plea? Like you say, okay, I can do this amount of time. Well, a lawyer will come up, the DA will say, well, you got to take this time, right? And then the
The
lawyer would
prosecution
say,
and the defense, you'll make a deal. This is Monty Hall of court. You make a deal, but now the judge has the final say is whether she's going to accept that deal or not. So again, you might be you could be, we want to give them football numbers. We want basketball numbers.
no. You want soccer numbers because soccer numbers. Remember, the field is big. They take all day and it'd be like 2-1 or 2-0.
Okay.
So
we want soccer numbers.
Yeah, you want
instead of
soccer
football
numbers. Because football and then man, basketball numbers, it'd be like, I've seen some scores, it'd be like 135 to like 90.
Yeah, so what happens is, so now as a result of that, the judge in her discretion can override their plea deal and and hand out a sentence she wants. And if you don't like it, then at that time either you deal with it or you cancel and you have to come back to the table. Now you have to go to court.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
In my opinion, she does, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Rubio, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. State is not making any recommendations on your application for deferred. Is she applying for deferred?
And Your Honor, for clarification, after the discussion with Ms. Rubio, we would respectfully request that we go forward on a regular community supervision. Your Honor, she does not wish to apply for deferred, and in the interest of justice, pending any type of evaluations that the court deems them fit, I would ask for sentencing today, Your Honor.
All right. So the state recommends community supervision. They're taking consideration night mag number 716819, grand jury number 785613, JN number 2097716. There's to be restitution to Kyle Barney, KYLEBORNE. And you ought to agree that this crime was committed as a party with William Gordon and Nicholas Sarabia. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state and defense, if you'll an issue where the defendant has decided to proceed for regular probation. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
In the interest of justice, that would be our request, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I stand here with Ms. Rubio. As the court is aware, we had a minor issue with respect to her bond. In order for judicial efficiency and to get on with her life and begin the process of putting this behind her, she sought my direction at attempting to resolve all matters. And that's what she wanted to do today, is to accept responsibility, come forward, and start the process of putting this behind her with whatever conditions the court deems appropriate, given the totality of the circumstances and the information the court learned today.
All right. Are you employed?
No.
How do you support yourself?
Currently I am not. Since I went to jail for this, I lost my job, so I'm still looking for a new one.
So she lost her job when she got arrested. That's what she's telling you right now. She's pleading guilty to the charge, and she lost her job as a result of her getting arrested. She's not working.
Yeah, you got some jobs you can't even get arrested, like depending on. And then she got charged with stealing a gun or something like that. So that's definitely, it's not, it's some jobs they have like morality, quote unquote, like morality clauses or whatever. So if you have like a that type of job, you got to read your employment contract or whatever. And sometimes it's not even just a matter of you tested positive for drugs. If you get arrested, some jobs require you to show your license is updated.
Well, like actors, this is why you've seen all these people the minute they get arrested, they haven't even gone to court. Just the allegation alone, they've lost their contracts,
The sponsorships,
all that, and endorsements, everything.
So when's the last time you were employed?
The beginning of June.
Stay tuned for part 2 of what happened was. Thanks for watching.
And also give us a thumbs up, like, comment, share. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified of every video as they come up. And get that algorithm going and help us build this channel in 2024.
and make sure that you don't wind up in a what had happened situation.